taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut, season off top, you stop breathing.
So our last and our final topic for today is a non-boxing, one, and it's basically we have a new entry to the whole DC animated universe. Something that I think I came across, but I was so busy. But LB was the one who kind of reminded me that the shit was out there. Of course, we're talking about the new Green Lantern movie, Beware My Power.
Nah, you gotta say it like Beware My Power. Like Sam Peters. So, the new Green Lantern film, Beware My Power.
Stupid, yo.
So, yeah,
But
I mean, we gotta boxing it up, son.
Yeah, I hear you. But yeah, no, this one. I mean, let's put it this way: the Green Lantern. Anytime that usually Green Lantern's been used in any property, I've never been a big fan of it because in the comics itself, Green Lantern, I like the Green Lantern story and everything like that. But every single time, whether it's animation or live action,
the movies and shows are fucking corny.
Yeah, they're absolutely they're like trash. Like the one live action of it was trash.
And I seen that in the theater. That shit was mid, like trash. Yeah, it wasn't even mid. It was trash. It
was big trash. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, it just seemed like DC never can get it right with Green Lantern in any way. But this one, they got into a step into the right direction. First of all, I was fucking with the animation. The animation was like solid. Like, I mean, the animation was like, it was clean, and I also like, they I know they put a couple of the social issues in there. I also like that it had a serious tone because Green Lantern, like he said, Green Lantern, the properties were all like cartoonish, even for comics, and they're kind of goofy.
The only time in the cartoon he's serious is when he's like with he's not like the main focus.
Right.
Like it's a Justice League shit. Then it's like Green Lantern's always been someone who came off doper in Justice League than by himself for some reason. At least the non-comic shit.
Yeah, and it's just like, why it shouldn't be that way. That's the shit that used to be fucking like, and that shit that made people. It's in a way it made people kind of like forget about Green Lantern. Like they and basically he's like he's like second rate when he's not.
And he's always been firing all the Injustice and the DC games.
Right.
So just to see him never get a good dope ass movie.
Right. And this time they picked the black man that was Green Lantern, Jon Stewart. So it's like. Yeah, and like I said, I mean, and I liked it how in the beginning, and there's gonna be minor spoilers for people. There's gonna be minor spoilers. No, we're not gonna spoil the whole movie, but I liked it. I did like how they put a little social justice type of stuff in the beginning, just to set the tone a little bit before they start, before they go into the whole Green Lantern legend and stuff like that, and how he became a Green Lantern. And subsequently found himself in his adventure. I thought that's like it was all serious. Like there was no cartoon. Like Jon Stewart wasn't joking. So I was like, okay,
yeah.
Like he wasn't coming up with no punchlines. He wasn't shucking and jiving that type of shit. Like they made him like a thorough character. And he was thorough all the way to the end.
But he had a conscience too. He wasn't like some mindless.
Yeah,
I gotta fuck everybody up in this building. Like,
yeah, exactly. And
they tend to do that with the black characters. I noticed that, like, they develop the black characters more than any other sometimes.
Right.
You guys, the strong moral justice, all of that shit. Like, like they don't make fun black characters on some like
no,
like, hey, this nigga crazy. He gonna just do everything like. So that's the one thing I'm waiting for, but at least
I'm cool with the developed black character if done.
Oh correctly. Yeah, I am too. Like, and usually it is done correctly. I'm not like. I mean, of course, we don't need Jon Stewart to be some lunatic. Like, nah, I was just saying in general.
Right.
Like, I don't want this nigga like doing all types of crazy shit with the ring.
Right.
Smacking bitches up and shit. Like, nah.
Right. Exactly. but like I said, it was just good to see. It was good that at least he was a serious tone and everything like that. Now, in terms of things that wasn't a big fan of, in terms like that, I think the storyline itself could have been a little bit better in terms of how they did it. It just seemed like things were kind of like rushing from like A to B to C. It was kind of like, they established Jon Stewart in the film, but all of a sudden you got Hawk Girl and you got all the other side characters.
It was a progressive mystery. Like I thought that was good.
No, I'm saying I disagree, Pat. I feel like it was multiple stories intertwined, and that's good when you can make them all just make them all add up into one meeting point where it all meets together.
Because you had the intergalactic dispute between those two planets, then Sinestro Corps. So I get what Pat's saying, how it just seemed like it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, but it flowed together, and each place added a new person and it flowed. It didn't seem like it was clunky or it didn't bog or slow the movie down. So I kind of agree with King P on this one.
I mean, let's put it. I mean, if there was maybe about 15, 20 more minutes, I mean, that shit could have been fleshed out a little bit.
The pacing could have been better, though. I will say that.
Yeah,
because how long you want the fucking movie to be? Like,
well, shit, it was only an hour. I mean, it was only an hour and 20 minutes, so it wasn't like it was.
Yeah, that's
long.
good. Nigga, I haven't watched the Scarlet Witch movie yet because that's just like 3 hours. Every time I get rid of it, I'm like, damn, do I want to see this? Damn, like these niggas said it was decent, but
I mean, at this point, bro,
it's only an hour 20 minutes, but it's like I feel like the pacing was weird because there was like some slow moments, and then it's speed it up,
then it turns up, yeah,
like that gets annoying, like the start and stop, speed it up, slow down thing. Like, nah, keep it consistent all the way through.
Yeah, because I felt the story was fleshed out. I had no problem with it. It's just more so the pacing, like it'll give you action like off rip, like bah, 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 in your face, and like King P said, then it just like, hold on, I'm gonna slow it down. Like, I want you to feel my pain on this one. You know? So I get it, yeah.
Yeah, but the action, speaking of, I love the action scenes though. The action scenes were all dope though.
Had a little gore. The action scenes were violent, creative.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like I fucked with it. Like it was a good movie. I like Green. I like how Green Lantern was in that shit. The old one.
Right. And I think the voice work. Everyone that did the voice work on there, it was all on point. So it's just like I said, it was just a really solid entry. And for DC animated for the animation movies, because they've been kind of hit or miss lately though, but this is absolutely solid. Like I said, it was just good to see Green Lantern not be put in a way at least worthy of the actual character itself, like his whole history and everything. So
it was a good starring movie, like
right.
Overall, I think it was better than the movie Superman had with that one we reviewed with Lobo.
Mm-hmm.
With that one alien. Although they had good fight scenes in that, though, I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
But I think this was overall a better movie.
Yeah.
Because it was the Lobo and Superman fight is what really kind of saved that movie.
Right.
Where this is like there wasn't a scene or a person who saved it. It was just more well put together. Exactly.
So yeah, I mean, I have no problem. I mean, for my score on this, I'll probably give this a solid 8. Like it was definitely, like I said, I mean, I fuck with this movie. Like it was like everything I wanted in a Green Lantern movie. It came through. But like I said, I mean, my only criticism, like I said, it may be minor, but it's like, you know what, make this like maybe just slightly longer, a little bit fleshed out, and that shit could have easily been a 10. To me, that like I said, that's just my own criticism. But
yeah, better transitioning scenes.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, exactly. So like, if they had that, then yeah, this is a 10. For sure. But for what they did for an hour and 20 minutes, like that, I give it props. Like I said, it definitely did. Like it definitely, like once it got going, it didn't, it wasn't like, oh, a slow spot, like this is some bullshit. Things happen for a reason, and and there was a payoff. So that's my score at 8. LB, what about you?
I second that. The 8. Because
anything you thought it needed to be highlighted, or anything that you thought was a con?
The major con, like the pacing. I think I'm sorry, better pacing, and you get you like a 9 or a 10. At least a 9. As far as what kept it from being a 10, I guess it didn't have that one crazy memorable fight scene moment or whatnot.
Right.
And usually the best DC films, they'll either, a good DC film will have it and now it's a 9 or a 10. A mid DC film will have it and it'll elevate itself to like a 7.
Right.
This one was real good. It didn't need it, but that extra little punch would have helped.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if it had better pacing. So it lacked those two things that I felt could have made it better. And maybe the pacing makes the fight, maybe better pacing makes the action hit more impactful too.
Right.
So you gotta look at that as well. So yeah, I think an 8, I definitely recommend it. It's not up there with the Death of Superman or what's that thing? Superman, Batman versus Apocalypse.
Right.
Those are like solid 10s. The last one we reviewed, I think, Superman Injustice, the one where he kills the Joker.
I can't forget. I know I can't forget. I forget which ones we've done enough reviews where I start to forget which ones we.
But I think it's one of the most recent, the Superman Injustice.
Let me take a quick look. The last, of course, they would be out of order on this shit. I think it was Soul of the Dragon was the last one we did for DC.
Damn.
Outside, of course, of doing outside of doing the Zack Snyder.
Okay, so that's one official review. Like, okay, the other ones were like our personal conversations and shit. All right, so
yeah.
But Son of the Dragon, if I recall, was like a 9 or like almost
that was,
a 10.
that was dope. Soul of the Dragon was dope to me.
Yeah, this one's not as good as Soul of the Dragon. It's like a notch below. Soul of the Dragon had a little more to it. Like the action was better, the pacing was better, and the music, the vibe. I'd like to see another Green Lantern though. But yeah, this is a good start. Definitely an 8.
Absolutely. P, what about you?
I guess we're all in agreement. 8 it is. Unanimous decision, 8. The animation was really good. The fight scenes were pretty good. Nothing like super classic or memorable, but still good quality fight scenes. They weren't bullshit fights. So that the story was good. I liked how they intertwined different pieces of conflicts together. It was good. The pacing, like y'all, like we all agree, the pacing was my big kind of gripe about it, and how it just went up, down, like it was just yeah. Maybe
AB.
Yeah, maybe it would have required like an extra 15 minutes, but like I don't know, it would have made it a lot better. Other than that, yeah, that's basically it. Like there was no classic fight scenes, and the pacing was a little but everything else was fine. So yeah, that's it.
So yeah, it's definitely a solid entry and definitely, like I said, it's something that DC can actually, stuff that can definitely improve on for any sequels. And hopefully there are any sequels. And I know for years there's always been rumors of them rebooting the live action part of it for the whole DCU cinematic universe. I know they've been that's been on their map forever. We don't know if that's going to be a thing, but whether it's animation or live action, like at least this is a good start. So just keep drawing from the material and keep Ryan Reynolds away from the shit.
Yeah, and give a real villain, like, 'cause DC usually have some of the best, most memorable villains in their movies. So
right. And Green Lantern has more than enough fucking villains you can pull from the comics.
For real, like, y'all could give us Sinestro straight off the bat. Like, y'all don't have to lead up to that. Like, y'all could give us a good villain early. Like,
exactly. Oh, truthfully, yeah. They were. I mean, obviously, in the abortion live action film, that was kind of like was going to be a thing, but the movie flopped. So yeah, they was like, nah, we're not doing it anymore. so yeah, I mean, yeah, if you want to do Sinestro again, yeah, in the reboot, I'm all for it. Shit, that'd probably be the first one to start some shit off.
So we can see some powers and some like ill fights in space and shit. Like,
exactly.
That's what we need to see. Like, cause you see that Black Adam movie coming out, and that shit's looking fire.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I can't wait for that. That's definitely gonna be.
Is that a Green Lantern on HBO Max? Or what streaming service?
The Green Lantern, the Ryan Reynolds one.
No, the one we're talking about.
No, it's not. I mean, it's got recently released.
It's still released. So.
Yeah,
Stream game.
Yeah, it was in certain areas.
Pat could send you the appropriate help.
Yeah, I can find this on there. I was just wondering. HBO Max be having everything, so I thought maybe it was on that.
If it was on HBO Max, me, I would say it because I have HBO Max. I use it. But no, it was.
It was on HBO Jax for me.
It's HBO Trax.
No, Jax.
Oh yeah.
That's where it was. HBO Jax. but yeah.
Like, I'm still making y'all niggas pay for taking away boxing. Fuck that.
Right. But yeah, solid eights all around from three of us, and then obviously probably will watch it, but he won't give his he'll watch it, and maybe he'll give his review maybe next week or something like that if he wants. But
maybe so.
But yeah, I think that is it for today. Do we have any final thoughts? Pilot, your final thought?
Nothing major. Happy Sunday to everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a good summer, staying cool out there. But you know what it is, Ringing Radio on every platform imaginable. RingingRadio.com, fuck with the movement, and that's all I got. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Pete, what about you?
Yeah, same. Little decent little scraps this weekend. Now we're slowing up a little bit, but hopefully we'll heat back up soon with the boxing. But in the meantime, you know where to find us at ringgangradio.com. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You already know what it is.
Absolutely. LB?
Oh yeah, it was a good episode. Good to talk some boxing, and looking forward to a decent fight with Dog Bay and what's his name? Gonzalez this weekend. And yeah, just trying to finish out the year of boxing. More hip hop topics.
Yes, sir.
Definitely gonna touch on the pound for pound topic and give our take on that and get the list and site updated with that. There's more things in the future. Remember the episode 4, the anime's out. Go ahead, take a look at that, support that, enjoy, watch it. It's as good as fuck.
Yes, sir.
R.I.P. my nigga Rodney, my father. We just did the funeral on Friday, so we'll be getting cremated soon, and we'll celebrate him later. So other than that, shout outs to the rest of the squad: DZ, Clanarchy, PJ, Rome, Prolific Genius. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. And yeah, guess take it away. Oh, World is the Op coming soon. That's gonna be dropping, I guess, any moment now. Just waiting for the distribution to clear it. So
that's what it is.
Look for that to be streaming everywhere.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't have anything more to add on to that, other than like I said, I mean, like I said, we thank you, for the people who have been fucking with us in the beginning. Thank you for your patronage, fucking with us and subscribing and telling your friends about us and they subscribing. Like I said, man, Ring Gang is forever, man. Like we got stuff coming down. We got stuff that's coming down the pipe, man. So yeah, just stay tuned. Just keep spreading the word about Ring Gang Radio, because we all know that we got the shit you've been looking for this Box of Medias thing. Like we are the future. So I just want to make sure. I know most of you know it, but we gotta make sure that everyone knows. That's I think probably the most important thing I gotta stress. And also, yes, I can't wait to give some bars to Danny Garcia next week, and then of course the Jake Paul show, which is the week after that. So yeah, I got bars for both of those. Both of
damn.
Yeah. So yeah, for myself, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative, for LB Shuttleworth, the God, the GOAT artist, for King P, Bodega P, who stays making sure that the bodega, only the true people that can enter the bodega. No losers, no fakes or anything like that. And of course for Conscious Pilot, this has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.